Hey guys, welcome to another audio commentary done by Diggity. This is going to be the second match between NrG and 50 cal, aka Light, and unfortunately this is going to be done off the replay because the video messed up. It's going to be on Katrina. I'll go ahead and show you the map and really fast the teams. So Grn is starting at the 12 o'clock location, or GRN. He's being put forward by NrG, and at the 6 o'clock location we have Aerials. Aerials is in Teal, terran, so brown to protoss versus Teal, terran. And just kind of give you an overview of the map. I'm sure you guys are somewhat familiar with it if you've been listening to the commentaries. So you got your main easily blockable front door, as you can see, leading to a secondary that's has a gas on it, but a decent amount of resources. A lot of area to cover though in between against drops, as you can see, and then kind of over the cliff you've got this mineral only expansion, and then you mirror that essentially around the map. As you can see, another mineral only expansion. This is the secondary of another base, and yeah, etc. So forth, so on. And then in the middle you have additional expansions kind of around a rotated center, and kind of in the middle unbuildable areas. And because of this kind of the ramp map artifacts and the way this and kind of the channel I'll call it that way, the way it funnels, it's really hard to get really effective and just because the way this is set up, it's hard to get effective factory pushes, so it can be disadvantageous towards Terran players as a result. And additionally, that protected secondary can make a big difference. Grn, interestingly enough, doesn't look like he's going to seal in his front door. He's going to put down a pylon near the front of his ramp. So it looks like he's going to go for some sort of early infantry push. Unfortunately, these positions do not lend for that. And additionally, because of this front door, this easily sealable front door, this could work really against his advantage. Or I should say it shall work to Aerial's advantage. It'll work against Grn. Looks like Aerial's is sealing in his front door. So that sucks for him. We'll see what he can do with it in the meantime. Though he's got the gateway down, he's also putting down his gas. So we'll see if he decides to go for a dragoon push here, maybe a timed dragoon push, and hope that Aerials is fast expanding. Obviously Aerials will, but even if Aerials is fast expanding, honestly, he'll have a pretty easy time defending this just because of the way the map is designed. Aerial's scouting out the 9 o'clock location, finding nothing there, and now he's proceeding. And yeah, second and cybernetic score going up, so pretty fast tech. I still feel like this could have gone on the. You're not losing that much time in between. There's a big advantage having that front door somewhat sealed. You don't have to worry about vulture harasses and other things for a lot of degrees. I'm surprised that Grn's going with this. Looks like he's going to set up a second gateway now at the front door and continuing to mine gas. So I'm very surprised by this strategy from him. We'll see how it works out though. So 2 supply depots going in now, and it looks like he's going to end up scouting the 3 o'clock location first. SCV coming up the front, it's going to see this, and we'll see if Aerials decides, first of all, he knows that he's facing 2 gateways, so he's going to start thinking about sealing his front door, hopefully get a factory down sooner rather than later. And as you can see, he's already got the SCV in position to build the factory, not building any additional Marines, because when Dragoons come out of that gate, it's really hard to fend them off with just Marines, so he needs to get out of tank as soon as possible. And needs to get siege check as soon as possible as well. Another pylon going up in the background, and we'll see a Dragoon's already being produced. We're going to see another Dragoon here probably in just a second. That's one thing I like about having replays. Probe coming across the front, but seeing that it's sealed in, it's starting to back off now, and more Marines being produced, just kind of to help protect the tank, be a supplementary force. And we'll see if Aerials, even despite going with this factory, if he decides to go into expansion immediately after this, because again, it is protected. Once he has that tank out, he doesn't have to worry as much. And that pylon actually getting quite a bit damaged up to this point. I'm surprised by that. Now it's going to scout, and Aerials looks like he's just going to skip. He's going to make sure he's going to go and check this back area and make sure that secondary isn't up. In the meantime, it looks like Grn has another probe kind of wandering out in the middle of the field. We'll see what. Oh, and he's going to put a pylon down, so it looks like he's going to go for some hidden tech, maybe kind of a timed hidden tech push. He knows that Aerials has already seen the 2 gates. He's already seen that the Dragoons are being produced. Unfortunately, I think he also noticed the fact that there wasn't any range upgrade on the cybernetics core, and so as a result, we'll see if Aerials responds accordingly. Machine shop down. A couple Marines pulling towards the front just to deal with any on the map artifacts to maybe catch those Dragoons out of position, sending up another SCV. And if the second SCV manages to get up, and yeah, it looks like Dark Templar tech coming on, and now Aerial's going to go take that secondary now. Looks like actually he canceled supply depot or something and went for whatnot. And now he is, you can see, getting the siege tech as well. So he's expecting the Dragoon push. Unfortunately, it looks like only a single, and wow, you really need to stop this scout. Looks like he will be able to with the second Dragoon. Maybe, no, second almost managed to slip by there. I was surprised by that. So 3 Dragoons pushing up to the front. Well, the question is even these three dragoons can be a pretty decent harassment against a front door with the against these marines and against that siege tank, because they're going to be able to hit the front door at range. Although the tank and Aerials is actually pushing up with looks like 6 marines in a single tank, being a little bit aggressive here. Fortunately for him, he's only going to end up facing these three dragoons. I guess he just wants to hold this the ramp so he doesn't have to worry about kind of the vision issue. But it looks like Grn is taking the low road, so we'll see how he does. Yeah, going to be able to kill this marine right straight off. Going to be able to pick off a second marine fairly easily. We'll see if a single one of these dragoons get picked off in the meantime. Doing a good job backing up the dragoons who are being damaged, and Aerial's taking that opportunity, having a good head about him, sneaking through. He's in a bit of trouble now. As you can see, he's only got a single tank. Some SCVs pulling off the line to try to attack those dragoons and keep them behind, keep them back. Now Siege Tech is finished, and he is pretty well secure here. Gonna plop that barrack right back down, and as you can see, that secondary well under the way. So he's going to take an economic advantage. In the meantime, looks like, yeah, he's getting an engineering bay down. Worrying, he realizes that was fewer dragoons than he was expecting, I think, so he's worried about a drop here. Looks like there's a Templar Archives, though, instead. And now that the SCV is pushing up, it's not going to see that. And now Grn needs to get in position. He needs to get that Nexus going, kind of like a fake. And it doesn't look like he's going to have minerals to do so before that SCV ends up wandering back there. If he could get that Nexus down, though, he might be able to kind of position himself and say, hey, yeah, this Nexus has been going up forever. Instead, realizing he's not going to have the resources in time, he's going to back off and make sure that Aerials doesn't see him put down. Aerials looks like he's going to sit in position, just wait for it. He might put something else down, or maybe try to blockade that with something, and then now Grn pulling back up and finding that probe there at that location. Yeah, he's putting down a missile turret to be annoying. He's got his own missile turret up going to the front. He's got an engineering base though, and that really spells doom for Grn, because Grn was hoping that he was going to run into no detection, and seeing that turret at the secondary, maybe that'll be a cue to him that these Dark Templar aren't going to be as effective. Looks like the two Dark Templar are heading in. He's got to hope basically that these Dark Templar aren't running into detection in the front, but as you can see, that turret already down, as well as 3 tanks, and those 3 tanks can insta-gib Dark Templar. It looks like the secondary is up in the meantime for Aerial. So, and it looks like the secondary actually going for the second expansion. I'm going to go for some quick economy here. Try to expand basically now